All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're going to talk about a really powerful transformation. I'm talking about the journey of the INFJ personality. We're going to see how it can go from something that feels kind of fragile to an absolute superpower, and we'll do it all through one simple metaphor that's drawn right from the Earth itself. So it really all starts here, with this idea of two carbons. On one side, you've got graphite. Now, it's stable, sure, and it can definitely leave a mark, but we all know it's easily worn down. It just breaks under pressure. Sound familiar at all? And then on the other side, you've got the diamond. It takes that exact same pressure and actually turns it into a source of power, becoming, well, basically unchangeable. And look, this isn't just a cool science lesson, right? This is literally a blueprint for personal evolution. So let's dig into that first state, which we're going to call the graphite problem. It's that feeling, you know the one, where you feel stable on the surface, but deep down, you know you're actually incredibly fragile. Wow, I mean, this quote, it just hits home for so many people, doesn't it? You know you have an impact. You can leave your mark on the world. But when life decides to push back, it just feels like you're going to crumble. That feeling, that's the core of the graphite state. And, there's actually a name for this state, INFJ-T, with the T standing for turbulent. Think of it like you're living in a 2D world, just like a flat sheet of graphite. You get easily smudged. You're super reactive to what other people think, and you just get worn down by the constant friction of the outside world. But here's the thing, and this is the good news. You don't have to be stuck there. And that brings us to part 2, the pressure of transformation. This is where we learn how to use all those challenges in life to build a completely new internal structure, what you could call a fortified geometry. So if you look at the science, here's what's actually happening. Carbon, which is basically flat graphite, needs a ton of heat and pressure to grow a third dimension, a Z-axis. And that new axis creates this crystalline structure that makes it unbelievably strong. For a person, that Z-axis is depth. It's resilience. It's the wisdom you can only get through experience. Okay, so this is where it gets really personal. That heat and pressure, it's not some abstract idea. It's the real stuff. The challenges, the heartbreaks, the tough choices you have to make every day. So I gotta ask you, what are the forces in your life that are shaping you right now? Okay, there's this fantastic metaphor that really brings this whole idea to life, the pencil metaphor. Think about it like this. Your brain, that's the raw carbon. Your personality traits, your sensitivity, that's the graphite. Now that wood casing around it, that's everything that used to protect you. Old environments, the beliefs you had as a kid. And life itself? Well, life is the pencil sharpener. And man, it hurts when that wood gets shaved away, doesn't it? But it has to happen. Because as those old, kind of expired patterns start to fall away, they get replaced by something way more durable, way more protective, and that's wisdom. And that's the moment your core really begins to change. And this is where it all comes together. This is the big payoff. We call it the diamond superpower. It's that moment you completely reframe what you thought was your biggest weakness, and you finally realize it was your greatest asset all along. For so many people, it all boils down to this one little thing. That tiny 1% of you, that intense sensitivity that feels like the source of all your pain. It's the thing the world seems to notice and react to way more than the other 99% of everything you do. So that begs the question, right? Is that 1% a fundamental flaw, a liability you just have to deal with for the rest of your life? Or is it actually a dormant superpower just waiting for you to unlock it? Well, here's the mind-blowing part. As you shift into what's called the assertive state, or INFJ-A, that 1% is no longer a weakness. It becomes your superpower. It's like a high-definition lens of advanced awareness, letting you see and perceive things that almost everyone else misses. And this is what you get on the other side. This is the diamond state. In this state, your core self, it becomes unchangeable. You don't get colored or smudged by other people's opinions. You just reflect them back. You learn to take all that pressure and convert it into energy. You find a stable internal balance, a homeostasis. Okay, so let's bring it all home with our final section. Becoming the CEO of you. And this isn't just about feeling good, it's a fundamental shift in your entire internal operating system. Just look at this comparison. It says it all, really. The The graphite mindset walks into a room and the first thought is, I hope they like me. It's all about looking for external validation. But the diamond mindset, it walks in with this quiet confidence thinking, I am the CEO of this interaction. Now that's not about controlling other people. It's about leading yourself with absolute confidence. And what's so cool is that when you start to live from that place, something incredible happens. Your actions just take on a whole new quality. You become assertive without being aggressive or crashing. You're fast without ever feeling rushed. And you become potent, powerful, without even trying. It's just an effortless kind of strength. So if there's one idea, just one thing you take away from all of this, please let it be this quote. The challenges, the pressure, all the things that feel like they're blocking your path, they are not in your way. They are the way. They are the very forces that are forging you into a diamond. So I'm going to leave you with one final thought to chew on. Just take a look at your own life right now, in this moment. What old beliefs, what old environments, what old wood is life sharpening away for you? And maybe the more important question is, are you ready to let it fall away and finally reveal the diamond that's waiting underneath?